I'm gonna say something right now that might not be super popular, but it really needs to be said, friend. When a lot of people are going through spiritual awakenings, they go through this phase where they want to know, why did that person treat me that way for so long? Why did they act like such an asshole? Why did they do this to me? Why did they do this? And there's two things I want to say that are a little controversial about that. Hey friends, I'm Erin, your friendly neighborhood energy alchemist. The first thing I have to say, lovingly, I'm just offering something that's gonna be helpful, is that you teach people how to treat you. This is an old adage from Dr. Phil that I heard way back when he was on Oprah's show 874 years ago. But it still holds true today. You absolutely 100% teach people how to treat you. And you do this by allowing them to get away with treating you certain ways over and over and over and over and over again. So for example, if you have a kid that's constantly not eating their dinner, but then they get dessert, why would they ever eat their dinner? Because you're just gonna give them dessert. You've taught them that it's okay to treat you that way, say not eating the dinner, because you're gonna reward them later by giving them dessert. And I'm not talking about kids really. You know that, come on now. So before you blame everybody else for how you're being treated, look at the way you are allowing yourself to be treated. That's number one. The second thing I'm gonna say that a lot of people don't like when I say it is there is no such thing as closure. If you're holding out for closure from someone, it's never gonna come. Someone can apologize, that's different. But closure is a fallacy. It's a misconception, it's a lie that we tell ourselves we need. Think about it this way. If someone does something that you perceive to be very painful to you, let's just say someone cheated on you, right? In whatever capacity you want to go with. It doesn't really matter what the reason is. They can tell you it's all their fault and take full responsibility for it, and it's not going to make you feel any better. Or they can completely shirk responsibility, pass it off to someone else and say none of it was their fault. They were totally drugged. They had no idea what was happening. They were not even conscious. Not going to make you feel better. And by holding out for closure, you are holding on to that feeling and holding it close to you instead of allowing it to leave your space and grow. You grow, not the feeling. So before you get too caught up in the idea of I need closure for this, really ask yourself, what is closure going to do for you? Because it's not going to fix anything and it's not going to change anything. It's not going to make you feel better. But what will make you feel better is forgiving that other person for whatever perceived transgression that they formed against you or did to you or whatever you want to think of it. Because forgiving them is not forgetting. Forgiving someone for something else is 100% for you. It's for your sanity so that you can let it go. It doesn't matter if they're sorry, because a lot of the times they're not. But that's okay, because forgiving doesn't mean forgetting. It just means letting go of what you're holding on to so that you can grow and leave them where they are. That doesn't mean people can't change. I've seen it happen. My own husband did a complete 180 several years ago, and really worked on himself after discovering a big problem in our marriage between the two of us. Don't jump to conclusions on this. He and I each took measures to work on ourselves and then came together better. And he's a very different person than he was 10 years ago. Very different. And I promise you, you are also a very different person than you were 10 years ago. Regardless of the amount of time you actually put into it, you've changed. So yes, it is possible for people to change, but not when you try to force it. So before you get too upset at how someone else has been treating you, take a quick look at how you've allowed yourself to be treated. And before you let yourself hang on to the idea of I need closure for something, really think about that. Is it gonna change anything for you? No, the answer is no. But at the same time, before you discount someone because you don't like the way they are, I will tell you, people change. People change when they see the need to change, not because you told them they need to change, but because they feel it. I'm just saying. Have a great day, friends.